Welcome, you're watching Scissorboy.com, of course. My name's Andriana. We are in, yes, sunny again, Manchester this time though, and we're with Pat Wood. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, it's good to have you with me. But you're going to do something really different, aren't you, with this haircut with clippers?
Yes, I actually work with clippers quite a lot on long hair for women.
Yeah.
It all started as long ago as 1998.
Right, okay.
And a clipper company came to me and asked me if I'd reinvent the clipper.
Really?
And give it a new sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
So I said, instantly, I'll clip a women's hair that's long. And they said to me, well, can you do that? I said, well, I'm sure I can. So I went away and I worked out a few techniques. And over the years, the techniques have developed.
Yeah.
I start the whole haircut wet.
Yeah.
I cut all the perimeter in.
Okay.
And then I dry it all off and I do the whole clipper work.
And that's what you've done with...
Well, we've already put a smoothing cream in,
yeah.
One of the fudge smoothing creams to dry it nice and silky. And I find you don't put any lift in when you're going to work with the clippers. You keep the hair quite flat to start with.
Right.
You can always add your lift and work with it later.
Why is that?
Because when I go in with the clippers, I don't want any unnatural area at the root.
Okay.
I want it to be its own natural flow of hair.
Right.
So that whatever I cut is going to fall. So that when they go away and do it themselves, it just goes into place without any effort.
Right, that makes sense.
I talk about features, and I believe in haircutting, if somebody comes for a restyle, they don't actually necessarily need to have the whole hair cut off.
Right.
You can create a feature into hair. The more graduation you will get on it, and the more texture you add instantly.
Right.
I'm going to now start on...
Spin round.
I'm going to section the hair, and I'm going to do it where a lot of this is checking. Because when you get a haircut that somebody else has cut before you, you don't always get, you don't know what you're going to get really. So you have to be sure that what you're going to do is going to work.
Right.
I'm just going to try and fasten this other side off. And I'm giving it a shattered length so that it's quite irregular.
Yeah.
And when you finish one of these haircuts, you can't actually see some of these layers. There's a few different techniques you can use with it. I do one where I go all around the very edge. If you want the hair to flick up or go under, then you shimmer just the very, very end of it like that. You take a few hairs out, all the way along the edge, and it helps either kick it up or take it under.
Oh, nice.
And that's a really nice...
That's a good tip, actually.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
A lot of people struggle with that, don't they?
Yeah, so you shimmer up along the hair, you take some of the ends off and then you cut through it.
Right.
And by cutting through it, you've created your layer.
Yeah.
Now, all those layers will be different all over the head. Because you literally shimmer over it.
Yeah.
If you went in that way, you'd cut right through it.
Yeah.
A bit, so I'll just show you the difference. I need some of this off, so if I went like that, I've lost the hair.
Yeah.
Whereas I take the same piece now and I shimmer it, and I just shimmer through, and that, just show you how it... When I take that piece away and I unravel it again, can you see you've got your short pieces there and your longer piece is still there.
Yeah.
The longer and the shorter then blend. So you never have a stop-start on the hair, which is why when you blow dry it can still look very sleek and glossy. The face that way. Whereas if you make a heavy fringe and the face is... it squats the face down. So a lot of it is about face shape. So I'm not just cutting the hair for the haircut, I'm cutting it to suit Jess's face.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put some finishing product on. I'm going to use the Fudge Reform. You'd never ever put it right on the top. You never put it on the front. You go inside the hair.
Okay.
And then you start to use less as you get round the hair. Yeah. They don't join up. They're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But what I have done is I've got a build-up from the layers from long to short. So that's the key to it, really. But it, as I keep saying, it's visual.
Yeah.
Everything's visual, and you have to be confident about what you... And also, you've got to know what you're trying to achieve in the first place.
Yeah, you have to have the picture in your head.
Yeah,
and you'd say for someone to do this, they have to be a little bit more experienced.
Definitely.
Have to be more confident.
Yeah, you've got to be confident. You've got to know about hair, and you've got to learn.